Hey, how's it going, guys? Listen, today I have a different video today to that I want to share with you, and I want to hear your thoughts on this one. First thing is, hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. Guys, today my allergies are dealing with me, so my eye over here is it's going to be looking like I'm crying the whole time here, but that's all it is. Okay. But again, today's topic is about sex and sexuality, intimacy, the role it plays in your relationship, and the way it helps us in dealing with narcissism. So, if you have a sexual relationship with someone, that is a very intimate relationship. That is a very sacred relationship. Now, although everybody does not really look at it or view themselves as a temple, and we have let society, we have allowed society to dictate to us how loose we should be with our sexuality. I am guilty as well. I'm not preaching. I am guilty as well. But I am going to recognize this. And what I'm saying is that we will we have taken sexuality and just turned it into something that is meaningless. You know, when you're nowadays when you are in a relationship or entanglement, really that's what we really should be calling is an entanglement, because I was having a conversation, and the conversation with someone, and we were talking about how things go nowadays. And it was like, okay, so in a relationship or an entanglement, because you can't really call it a relationship unless both people have agreed that it's a relationship. It doesn't matter if you're doing sexual things. It doesn't matter if you're having sex. It doesn't matter if you're almost living together. Basically, you have to have that conversation. To me, I just don't agree with that. I feel like when you meet someone, and I think everybody, the thing that's not being said about our sexuality is that when you meet someone, you're not bringing it up. You're not addressing that pink elephant in the room. You're taking it as we're just trying to be cool, and I don't want to overstep my boundaries. I don't want this person to think I'm too clingy. I don't want to be labeled. So we will have sex with people that has no connection, no ties to it, knowing that you can get a soul tie from that. Knowing that you can be manipulated because of your feeling towards somebody after having sex with them. Your sexual organ has more nerves than any other organ in your body. So that makes it the most sensitive organ that you have. Well, why is it so sensitive? Well, there are some very obvious reasons. One is that it is an instrument that we use. It is the organ that we use to share ourselves with another person. Share ourselves intimately and spiritually. See, we want to believe that just because we use a condom or, because we haven't established a relationship or anything like that, that there's no connection. And that is just not the truth. When a man enters a woman, she is embracing him and she is invited him in. And he has embraced her and he has gone in to her to explore her. And oftentimes, when you're dealing with manipulators, They're going in because they want you caught up in that act. They want you to feel some type of way. They want you to feel stuck. They want you trauma bonded. They want you trauma bonded because that means they can use you. They can manipulate you because that's the most sensitive part of your body. Your sexual organ is the most sensitive part of your body. So you're more likely to catch feelings when you're intimate with someone than if you're not intimate with that person. And that's the reason why. Because you're doing something that is intended to bring the optimal pleasure. And the pleasure doesn't go any further than that. You peak at euphoria, and that is what everyone wants to feel. Everybody wants to feel good. We want that dopamine, and you get it. When you're feeling happy, you're feeling good. And when you have an orgasm, that's it. That's euphoria. That is the peak of pleasure. And you're doing it with someone and it usually has the intentions of building a relationship. Now, a lot of times, like I said, because of today's world, you can't even say you had sex to build a relationship because you're looked at like you're crazy, like something's wrong with you. What do you mean you want to have sex to build your relationship but yet at the same time, everybody does it. Men do it and women do it. But we don't address the pink elephant in the room. Everybody's just trying to go along to get along and try to act like, I don't want you to feel like I'm abnormal or something's wrong with me or this. And it's like, people, that's how we get caught up sexually, because we don't address the true issue. We don't ask the questions that we really want answered. Okay, if we're doing this, hold up. And a lot of times some women do say that, like, okay, well, what does this mean if we have sex, right? And it's like, that's not the question you should be asking. You should be saying, you shouldn't even just be asking the question. You should be making a statement. Listen, I have done the sexual thing and had the meaningless sex. I'm having sex to build with someone. If you know you're not building, then just be straight up. Be straight up, be honest, and just be man enough or be woman enough to just say, I'm not trying to build. I just want to release some energy. I want to feel good. I want to have an orgasm. If the person goes along with it, then you told them at the beginning, But a lot of times we lie to ourselves and say, well, that's all I really wanted to, knowing that's not what you really wanted. Knowing that you really wanted a stronger connection with that person, and that is the reason why you're doing something that intimate with that person. We have allowed narcissists to come into our lives and to this world and treat sex as if it was nothing, as if it's just something dirty, it's meaningless. It doesn't mean it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. But we all know that it is a big deal, because if you're having a sexual relationship with someone, and especially when it starts to go on for months and years, and you guys are having it with the same person regularly, but this person is telling you, well, we're not in a relationship though. Well, what does that mean? What does that mean we're not in a relationship? We're having sex to build. We're not having it, but that's just some people. And like I said, that's how we get caught up. When you start lying to yourself and start believing the lie that the other person is telling you, and you're thinking, well, they'll eventually catch feelings as well, because usually when you're having a sexual, intimate relationship, usually both persons get caught up. Sometimes When a person is having it with multiple people, they won't get caught up because they're having that exact same feeling with several people, or at least more than one person. And that's why they're able to maintain their mindset most of the time. Now, a lot of times we don't believe, or we don't think that, they have the time to go have sex with somebody else, because they're like, hey, you know what? I'm with you all the time, right? Wrong. That's where we get it wrong. People can make it happen. You can have sex anywhere at any time, and nobody has to know. So, I'm making this statement to say this, that you're watching this video, you have to stand up for yourself. You have to say, that's not the kind of sex I want. I don't want sex that's just, meaningless, that's going to leave me here trauma bonded, trying to figure this out. And all you're going to do is leave later, or you're not going to have any connection to me. No, I'm not interested. All you have to do is stand up for yourself. I'm not interested in that. When you're interested in trying to have a relationship with me that's building up to something, then let's sit down and let's talk. We can talk about that. But yeah, that's when we can enjoy one another sexually, intimately. Yes. But if you're not trying to build with me, that means that my feelings are getting caught up. And when you decide you're going to run off with this person, you're just looking at me like I'm crazy now because I don't get it, because I'm latched on. And that's what I'm talking about. Don't leave yourself in a situation, in a position where this other person has the upper hand on you, and later you're just mad, because that's what you're going to be. You're going to be angry. You're going to feel like, wow, this person just used me. They just used me. And, that's a painful feeling. That's a painful feeling when someone just uses you and just throws you back like you are worthless. So that's my video, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Again, if you're a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I do have a Facebook group. It's called Narcissist Anonymous 101, the Empath Tribe. Also, you can follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I drop a video every day on TikTok as well. It's only a 1-minute video though. If you need coaching, if you're in this entanglement, trying to figure it out, trying to get out of it, go on, leave me a message on my messenger in Facebook or Instagram. Okay? I'm going to get to you. We're going to get you right. I'll send you my calendar when you send me that inbox message. All right? Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Have a great one.